Hi everyone! Welcome to Brush and Beyond, where we see the world through an artist's eyes and learn to express our own worlds. Today, we are going to be art detectives. Take a look at this lady. She's about 500 years old. She lives behind bulletproof glass in a museum in Paris, and every single day, more than 30,000 people line up just to say hi. Her name is Mona Lisa, and today, you and I are going to crack her secrets. Ready? Let's go! First, let's meet the painter. This is Leonardo da Vinci. He lived a long time ago, more than 500 years ago, in Italy. And here's the wild part. Leonardo wasn't only a painter. He was an inventor, a scientist, a musician, a map maker, a builder, and he loved animals so much he used to buy birds at the market just to set them free. Basically, he was the most curious human ever. Imagine if your school report card had every single subject on it, and you got an A in all of them. That was Leonardo. Look at this drawing on the left. Leonardo sketched it in his notebook 500 years ago. Now look at the photo on the right. That's a real tank from the day. Wait a second. Did Leonardo invent the tank? Sort of. He drew machines, flying contraptions, parachutes, even robots, way before anyone else even thought of them. His brain worked so far ahead of his time, people are still catching up. Pretty cool, right? Leonardo carried a sketchbook everywhere he went. He drew everything that made him wonder. Look, he drew a famous picture called the Vitruvian Man, showing how the human body fits inside a perfect circle and square. He drew the inside of a human head with all the brain bits and squiggles, and he even drew a tiny baby curled up inside his mommy. He wanted to understand how everything worked, from the stars in the sky to the bones in your hand. Okay, here's where it gets fun. Why is the Mona Lisa the most famous painting in the world? 3 big secrets. Secret 1, her smile. Look at it. Is she happy? Is she sad? Move your head left, then right. Her smile actually changes. Secret 2, her eyes. No matter where you stand in the museum, it feels like she's looking right at you. Try it next time. And secret 3, look really close. Does she have eyebrows? Nope. No eyebrows, no eyelashes. Some people think they faded over time. Others think Leonardo just forgot. Spooky. Leonardo has a trick called Sfumato. Try saying that with me. Sfumato. It's an Italian word that means smoky or blurry. Most paintings have hard black outlines, like a coloring book. Leonardo didn't want that. He wanted Mona Lisa to look as soft as a real person. So instead of using one big stroke of paint, he used dozens and dozens of see-through layers, like spreading really thin honey on toast, again and again. Look at the corners of her mouth. There's no sharp line. It's just smoky. That's why she looks like she might come alive any second. Now look at how Mona Lisa is sitting. Notice anything? Her head is at the top, and her hands are folded down here at the bottom. Trace the shape with your finger. See it? It's a triangle, a perfect pyramid. Leonardo posed her like that on purpose because triangles feel super solid and calm, like a mountain that won't tip over. He even used a special masking called the golden ratio to put every part of her face in just the right spot. Yep, art is part magic and part math. Who knew? Don't just look at Mona Lisa. Look behind her. See those mountains in the distance? They're blurry and bluish. That's another Leonardo trick. In real life, things far away look softer and bluer to your eyes. So Leonardo painted in that way too, to make you feel like you're looking miles and miles into the distance. Now zoom in on her left shoulder. There's a tiny winding path and can you spot the little bridge? It looks like a fantasy land, doesn't it? Maybe Mona Lisa came from there. Mona Lisa is so famous that other artists love to play with her. Look at this one. That's a real Mona Lisa, but someone drew on a mustache and beard. An artist named Marcel Duchamp did it on purpose to make people laugh. Here she is again, but this time she's all colorful blocks and shapes. And here, she's painted in yellow and red, all wild and bright. And look, she's even a cat. When a painting is this famous, every artist wants to make their own funny version. Which one was your favorite? Now meet my favorite recreation. This is Mona Lisa, but as a kid. An artist from Colombia named Fernando Botero painted this one back in 1959. He loved making everything in his paintings round and chubby. Round cheeks, round arms, round mountains. He imagined what the Mona Lisa might have looked like when she was around 12 years old, maybe your age. Same little smile, but suddenly she's bursting with cheeks. So cute. Doesn't she kind of look like she's keeping a secret too? Get ready. It's Spot the Mona time. Look at these 5. There's a Mona Lisa puppy with floppy ears. There's an orange cat Mona, a gray cat Mona. There's even a Simpson-style Mona Lisa, yellow skin and all. And on the very end, a modern Mona Lisa listening to music with little white earbuds. People have been redrawing the same picture for over 500 years, and they're still doing it. If you drew your own funny Mona Lisa, what would she look like? A robot? A unicorn? You decide. So, our detectives, what did we learn today? That Leonardo da Vinci was the most curious human ever. This Mona Lisa is full of tricks. A smoky smile, a triangle pose, and a dream world background. And that artists all around the world still want to play with her 500 years later. Now it's your turn. Grab a pencil. Draw your own Mona Lisa. Maybe she has a mustache. Maybe she has a kitten. Maybe she's listening to your favorite song. Whatever you make, that's your masterpiece. Thanks for being detectives with me today. See you next time.